To go at 9 o'clock at night. And, let me just, start game. Yeah. I've already put 46 hours into it. This is my stepbrother, but, you know. The first Monster Hunter game I played was actually Generations, which was the last one. I haven't played any other ones. I love this game. It's very fun. I hope that didn't bother anything. Hold on, let me just grab my phone and check to see if everything's okay while this loads. That's not the button I want.
It's time. I'll keep my farewell brief. Never was much with words. Once you board this ship, there's no turning back. The next ground your feet will touch will be that of the new world. If any of you have lost your nerve, then step away now, and let no one judge you. Very well. Then sail safe and strong, and may the Sapphire Star light your way.
So, if you haven't seen a Monster Hunter game, basically, people compare it to something like Dark Souls or Bloodborne. You get weapons, you go out, you do quests, and you fight monsters. Then you carve those monsters and get bits from them. Different materials, which you can then turn into better armor and better weapons. And there's like, I don't know. You'll see how many weapons there are. But I like this game. It's fun. And it's a lot better looking than all of the other ones.
We're almost there. You ready to grab this new world by the horns? Don't know about you. It feels like ages since I left home to join the commission. So, nervous?
All I have to say is I feel sorry for the girl sitting next to him.
I get it. Anything could happen to us, but hey, that's happened.
Hey, aren't you one of the A-list hunters?
What? No way! So are we! Hey! Tell us your name!
I'll just make myself a female again. I'm not going to spend too much time in this. I don't really care all that much. Except for the default armor. This is the origin armor. This is a pre-order DLC bonus. Got no armor, chainmail, and leather. I'll just use that. Palico. This is my cat, for now. Like this one, but oh, forgot about that. Let's see. Let's go down here. Not the thing I wanted to change. That's what I wanted to change. There. I think that looks better. No. Save color. Oh, god damn it. I forgot how this works. I'd say that's a pretty good, cat. I'll give him the scraggly tail. That's not what I wanted. No armor, leather armor. Finish. What do I want my cat to be named? You know, just kind of because it reminds me of him. Just name him Maul. Because it reminds me of Darth Maul. So that's the character I just made. I don't care all that much about character customization, mostly because you're not actually going to get to see the character in this game.
So, how about a toast?
Because most of the time,
To the A-list and the commission.
it's covered by a helmet or a mask or whatnot.
So, tell me, what's your theory? The Elder Dragons must migrate to the New World for some reason.
Your character never talks. Just awkwardly silent.
After running the research commission for 40-odd years, the Guild's itching for an answer. They say the Fifth Fleet's got the best shot at cracking this case, and I agree.
Keep it down. Hey, speaking of, A-listers usually operate in teams of 2. Have you sat down with your partner yet?
Listen to that. Rough out there. The waves are picking up. That's gotta mean landfall. You're on the A-list, right? Huh. Meowdy-do. I'm not psychic, but I do have pretty good ears. Ah, put her there. I happen to be an A-lister myself. Whoa,
I know I'm being quiet, I'm just trying to not talk through everything. Watch my cat. Don't. Whee. This is probably the best view you're ever going to get of your character, unless you do this and start walking around like that.
hello? Anybody there?
Yeah, I'm right here. So, right now, we don't have a weapon. Well, we have the carving knife, but
Hey,
that's
it's
about it.
you! Look what happened to the ship! We have to do something! It's not safe here! This way!
Well, obviously it's not safe. There's a bunch of lava everywhere.
We need to get out of here! I've got an idea! This way!
Whoa!
Watch yourself!
And thankfully we don't have any stamina, so we just go, okay. Do this, and I'm down. I don't want to keep going up, I want to go sideways. Oh, I almost got nailed by that one.
I didn't think my first encounter would be feeling so much better. No, the ground's moving again.
ground
I knew it!
is moving.
Time to hitch a ride and get off this thing! Come on!
It's definitely the ground that we are on, and not the giant monster.
The new world.
Yes, because that wouldn't light any trees on fire.
Huh? No.
Ouch. That was painful.
What's this? Somebody must have set up this camp.
Well, obviously.
I found this in the tent. It has a map in it. Well, part of one at least.
Here's the map. It's
Looks like we're right around here.
it's a bit smaller than the beta,
The
but
Research Commission's base of operations is here. This is where our ship was supposed to dock. For now, I think it would be best if we make our way to base. The map should help us find our way.
no, I'm just gonna keep running ahead of her because she is actually very slow. Very slow. So I'm just gonna run out ahead of her and not care. This is the ancient forest. There's the ship.
Look, the Research Commission's headquarters.
Just
Come on, let's get
take a
going.
second and just look after I get off. Like, look at how pretty this game is.
According to the map, to get to HQ, we need to...
Oh, I don't think that's how that works.
These Aptonoths seem every bit as docile as the ones back home.
That's because they're Aptonoth. This is a vitality plant. You can walk
Looks
to
like we
it,
need to
press
go
circle,
around.
and it heals you. Go around where? Oh, to the left. So yeah, she's still all the way back there.
Something's up. The scout flies are gathering. I had the scout flies memorize my scent earlier. If you lose sight of me, just follow the scout flies, and they'll lead you right to me.
So this area might seem familiar if you saw me fight the Great Jagras. Because this is where he just always spawned. And these are Jagras, which are his children, pretty much. It's just smaller versions of him. That's Great Jagras. I know, there's a lot of them.
Okay, easy there. Don't pick a fight
And
if you
I
don't have a weapon. We need to hide.
So in this game, well, in Monster Hunter World anyways, you can duck inside of a bush or a plant called a spore puff. You hit it and it releases spores into the air.
Okay, coast is clear.
And if the monster doesn't really see where you went, it doesn't care and it just leaves. Or it stops attacking you because it doesn't know you're there. So you can use that to hide from the monster, and it's just easy.
Nothing can stop us.
Let's climb down here. How about no, there's no fall damage in this game. Especially when you're like all the way up by a monster's nest. Where's this footprint? I don't see this footprint.
What is this track?
I don't, oh, it's right in front of my face. I'm just a
There's
dumb.
more over there.
Don't
Let's
mind
check
me.
it out.
How about we don't? Those are skid marks. And what monster likes sliding around on its belly? Great Jagras. But I don't have a weapon. Well, she's dead. Just kidding.
Don't mind me.
I don't think I can do anything. Oh, I had to walk forward. Hiya.
This way, hurry.
Okay,
This way,
let's
hurry.
go.
Move.
I still haven't moved. And so I'm just gonna run behind him. He just doesn't care about me. Because why would he be?
Move.
And then there's this guy.
Get over here.
I'm just gonna like sit here. Just
Come on.
okay. There we go.
Come on.
Jump.
Oh!
Hey,
You all right?
let's go.
Okay.
Well, you know, at least I'm okay. So that's the intro to this game. There's a lot happening, obviously.
Wow.
Amazing, ain't it? Meant for us to build a stair right here.
Astera. I like it.
This is Astera. This is
The rest of the
Are
fifth
you-
are already here.
get your quest,
You're the last to arrive.
where you depart. This is basically where everything except for hunting monsters happens. It's just the base camp.
Okay, set him down here. Take it
I'll
nice
need to
and
tape
low.
up your shoulder. Hold still for a bit.
Hey, you guys made it.
Be right back. You're alive.
Had it rough, huh? When we couldn't find you two, we were starting to sweat bullets.
You scared us. We were talking about going out to look for you.
All's well that ends well.
Hey, we need a hand. Sorry.
Come on.
Catch you later.
This here's our trade yard. I guess the name says it all.
Look at all the people. The stuff.
Incredible, right? We've got it all here. We've got hunters to do all the exploring, scholars to do the research, technicians to keep them going. This place is the beating heart of the Commission. Wait here a sec. Commander, I found him.
Welcome to Astera.
I'm glad you made it. Somehow I knew you would, though. When you've been in command as long as I have, you start to learn who's capable and who isn't. Now, as much as I'd like to get you up to speed, I'm being pulled in about 8 directions at once. We'll cover the important matters at Council, which I'll be convening once things settle down. I expect you two to be there, of course.
Your reputations precede you.
The guild spoke highly of you as individuals. Think what you can do as a team. And before I forget, your furry friend was looking for you. Poor thing washed up not too long ago. Go ahead and have a look around Astera. A horn will sound when it's time for Council.
Well, off you go.
Okay, I'll give you the grand tour. Let's start by looking for your pallet ground. This is our stockpile. They carry most of the basic necessities.
You should drop by later to see what they have.
So that's basically just where you buy a bunch of items like potions and whatnot. There's a lot more stuff over here later on.
Over here.
These are just ways to fast travel. You walk over here, you press X and you can go either smithy to the bridge right there, or up to the canteen where you eat your food.
You're with the Commission's 5th Fleet, right? The old man in charge, my grandfather, was with the 1st. That was a long time ago. Me? Not with any fleet. Born and bred right here. Never even been to the old world. Here's our smithy. This is where you can craft weapons and armor. You'll be here a lot.
Yeah.
Wow! Look at this place. Want to check it out? Ooh.
So you walk in
It's
here.
toasty in here.
You can either go straight,
Next up is the canteen.
talk to this
Let's
guy,
check it out.
the bald dude, and you talk to him to craft armor and weapons and upgrade them. Her, I don't think I've ever used her. She's just kind of useless, I guess. I actually don't know what's over here.
Over here.
Hold on, I want to check something out, because I've never been over here. What is this? Oh. It's just a view. Look at this. I've actually never seen this before. I didn't know you could go up here. It's pretty nice. This bird is absurdly difficult to catch. But I caught one. Somehow.
Over here.
So, yeah, as I was saying, you can just buy like the basic crappy weapons and armor from her. That's about it.
Going?
The canteen? I am so there.
She does nothing but eat.
Over here.
This is the canteen.
This here's our canteen.
Hey, over there.
Hey, we know him.
Hey,
there's the horn for council.
Right. We're calling for a council. Come on.
Yeah.
Now that you are all here, let us begin council. After tracking a migrating Elder Dragon across the sea, the Fifth Fleet have finally arrived in Astera. Give them a warm welcome. They're a fine group, worthy comrades who will help see the Research Commission's long efforts finally rewarded. Would you like to say a few words?
Thank you, sir. We're ready to roll up our sleeves and get our hands dirty.
She just does all of the talking for me.
This here is the Commission's core team. You should all get to know each other.
Looking
no.
forward to it.
Now, down to business.
Except for him.
The latest
back.
monster to make the Elder Crossing is known as Zora Magdaros. A huge monster with a mountain of fire upon its back. The Research Commission's job is to discover exactly why the Elder Dragons are migrating to the New World.
Elder Dragons have been with us
Look at that
since the
palico.
dawn of time.
Look at the palico behind that guy. That's the chef.
Altering the ecosystem,
Like what?
reshaping the land, leaving disaster in their wake. Once every decade or so, they flock to this continent. But for what reason?
With the Fifth's help, we will find the missing link.
Here, here. Now we're talking!
Hunters, for the time being, I need you to focus on investigating our Jagras problem and securing Astera. Start by investigating the Jagras' habitat. Find out what makes them tick, and we'll go from there.
Right. We're on it, sir.
Everyone else, you know the drill. Make sure these hunters have everything they need.
Now we're talking!
So the bald guy is the armor smith.
You two,
And
make it a
weapons guy.
priority to learn how we do things around here. You'll find good teachers, so don't be afraid to ask.
You heard him. Stick with me and you'll have no problems.
The Fifth's banner promises a change in the wind. It's your job to fulfill that promise. All right, dismissed.
Aye, aye, Crafton. Not even here a whole day and already got your first mission. You really are ready to get your hands dirty. Well, let's go look into this Jagras problem, but you'll need a weapon first. There's a box full of equipment you can use in your quarters. Come on, I'll show you the way. So, this is the banners for each fleet. This is first, which is where he came
Head inside
in.
your room so you can grab yourself a weapon.
This is second, which is the armor smith. Third, which we have yet to meet, and I don't remember who's fourth. But this is my room for now. You can upgrade different areas of the base. So you can get a better room, you can upgrade the canteen, and there's another area that you can upgrade that looks bigger and gives you more things. It's my housekeeper.
We've placed some basic gear for you in that equipment.
I know how it's gonna work. So, these are all the weapons. There's the greatsword, the longsword, sword and shield, dual blades, hammer, I believe that one is charged blade, switch axe, gun lance, hunting horn, insect glaive, light bow gun, heavy bow gun, and just a regular bow. And these are different kinsects that you can use for the insect glaive. So I don't know what I want to start with, honestly. Let's go with the hunting horn. So I usually use the greatsword, the longsword, the gun lance, and the dual blades. But I'm trying to learn how to use the hunting horn and the hammer and the heavy bow gun. I don't really like the light bow gun, it just doesn't fit me right. And I used to like the insect glaive, but in this game it's different, kinda. So Lance has just always been weird to me. I never liked Sword and Shield. Alright, so just got a giant bagpipe on my back now.
Wanna get going?
And there's my cat, there's Maul. And there's the door. I couldn't find the door. So, okay, I'll tell you after this. Now that you have access to the armory and provision stockpile, grab what you need. Once you're done, go meet up with your handler in the canteen to sign up for a quest. So,
sort through the research commission's leads. And the ones they deem worth our attention become quests.
Hey!
I thought she was gonna start talking.
Over here.
Shush. Oh, right. So for right now, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get through, I think, 2 urgent missions, and then I'll call it quits for now. And then we'll see how long the rest take. Oh, nice weapon, buddy. I guess that means it's time to get hooked up with some supplies. We carry pretty much everything you need, so if you're ever short on anything, I'm your guy. But as much as I'd love to take all your Zenny, it's still a good idea to gather as much as you can while out in the field. So in this game, you can either craft everything or buy a lot of things. It's generally better to craft it because it doesn't cost anything to craft. Just gonna buy, that's fine. I'll just leave that as is. Okay. Actually, I want to go back into my room really quick. See if there's some things that I can't grab. Because in the beta, if you played it, for every of the big monsters, like each why are these two just sitting in my room? But you could after every mission it gave you a bunch of stuff for the full game. I know this looks like some old closet that we turned into a makeshift room for you Mew hunters, but that's not the case, I promise. Cat puns. It's fully furnished with everything Meowster needs. You have your very own equipment box where you can manage and change your gear. I just hope you don't mind changing in front of others because you have roommates. Didn't they tell you about that? No? Okay. Moving on. Your room also comes with an area to manage your Palico's gear. Right next to your bed, even. Convenient, right? I swear I know how to speak. Oh, one more thing. If you need access to the training area, just come talk to me. I am here to lend a paw 24/7. I aim to please. Now what does Meowster need? Is there anything in here? Can I can. So, these two are from pre-ordering the game. This is for doing the Great Jagras hunt in the beta. This is for Bareth. This is for Anjanath, and... oh, it's over here. This is for the Nergigante, which was the giant, spiky Elder Dragon one. Yes, I'm finished taking the bonuses. And... I don't think I can put the thing on right now. I just want to grab a couple, more than a couple, but you know, that's besides the point. I also want that. That. And that. Sorry. Wait, can I sell things from here? I can. That was not the button I wanted. So, this. So, that's it. That's all I have. I thought it gave me a lot more things. I guess not. Actually, I think I'll just do one urgent
Handlers
right now.
sort through the research commission's leads. And
Yeah,
the
I'll
ones they
just...
deem worth our attention become quests.
Hey!
Listen up.
Over here.
I'll just do one urgent per stream, I think. There's something important I need to talk to you about. This commission is special, different from your past undertakings, if I had to guess. It's not about hunting down the Elder Dragons or punishing them for the damage they cause. The commission seeks an understanding of their place in nature, and ours. That's the point. The Elder Dragons are nature, and it's as futile to try and punish nature as it is to run from it.
Now that's hunting.
But knowing nature, now that's something we can do. We're going to face some real challenges. The best course might not always be clear.
What this world needs is harmony.
But before you take life or move to defend it, understand it. That's what makes you a hunter. Come on, Maul. So this is the lift. You can go down here if you're anywhere else. Workshop, which is the armor smith. Waterfall Bridge, which is just halfway in between this and the canteen, or you could just go straight to the canteen. Let's go talk to the chef, because he has a quest. So if they have an exclamation point above their head, or on the mini-map, as you can see, down in the bottom left corner, they usually have a quest or just something to say to you. Hey, welcome to the canteen, the best place for you to boost your hunt. You're from the 5th, right? Well, let me clue you into what the canteen is all about. Gains. Health. Stamina. Whatever max gains. Go on and sit down over there at the counter, Scrawny. When you're ready to get your pre-hunt on, let me know. So it's either them telling you how things work, or just, or giving you like an optional quest that you can do. So just like this lady over here, the armor.
My.
There you go, newcomer. You look a lot more hunterly with a weapon on your back. This is the armor. We deal in ready-made weapons and armor. If you need a weapon ASAP and don't have time to gather the materials, we're your ticket. So, newcomer, care to have a look? So, in here you can just buy the basic stuff, which I already have that, but there's the bone blade, hunting horn, it's the bone horn. This is the one, well, it's a pre-evolved form, it's the basic form of the one that we had in the beta. So, I'm just going to use this for now. But there's metal and bone versions of every weapon. So if you were to come over here and talk to him,
Hey!
I don't care what he has to say. But, oh. He's not even going to let me talk to him, so I guess I'll show you later. So, let's just go talk to the handler.
Right on time.
Oh, I accidentally skipped that. You can go back and pause that if you want to read it. From now on, you're my hunter and I'm your handler. I'm the bread to your butter, got it?
Oh yeah.
The 5th Fleet's first mission is to survey the Jagras' habitat. Then we gotta cull a certain number of them in order to secure the area. We can depart as soon as you sign up for the Jagras of the Ancient Forest quest. You ready?
What are we waiting for?
A wild and wondrous
awaits.
new world is waiting for us out there. So you post a quest, and this is different ones. Assigned, you want to finish all of the assigned ones in order to get to the or to progress through the solo story mode. It doesn't even have to be solo. Optional is quests that you finished, or just like quests that you don't have to do. Investigations are, I don't actually know, and events are just event quests. Stuff that Capcom gives out every now and again, so. So here we can eat. I'll just eat, just actually. These guys actually hit hard because it's early game, so let's see this animation. Alright, so that's that. Is there anything in here that I want? Nope, alright. Go on my quest. Alright. See what they have to say.
This is our first job. Let's do a quick review of quest rules. Rule number 1. Complete the objective to complete the quest. Easy, right?
I mean, that's obvious.
Each quest has an objective. You can't consider the quest done until you complete that objective. Our current objective is to eliminate a specified number of Jagras. Let's check the map. We ran into some Jagras on the way to base. The small monsters, remember?
Over in area 2.
I think we saw them somewhere around here. Want to check it out? Rule number 2. Use the supply box. The Commission supplies us with a loadout of certain items for each quest. They're in the supply box over there. Have a look and decide what you should take along. Ready to go.
Okay, so over here you get empty vials, and then free
Wanna get going?
rations, which increase your stamina, and healing potions. But first, what I want to do is I want to go in here and turn off a bunch of things.
Be careful.
And on. I have no idea what that means. I guess I don't actually care if these are on. Okay, yeah, that's good. Sorry, I just didn't want it wasting a bunch of things that I, want.
Ready your weapon before attacking. Keep in
These
mind
are
what you're able
Astronaut,
to do
not
depends on
Jagras.
whether or not your weapon is drawn.
First, what I want to do is I
If you're
want to do this.
investigating or gathering items, you'll generally want to keep your weapon sheathed.
I'll mark gathering sites and monster positions on the wildlife map for you.
So, hunting horn, if you can see up in the top right corner, each attack
Hunting horn is a close-range
plays.
support weapon that plays status buffing melodies. Buff yourself and the team to gain the upper hand.
Yeah, so each horn can play different songs, which do different things. So, the songs that I have right now, I only have the attack up one in my other main. Okay. So, each song you play does different things. And it gives you different, different stat boosts. So, first one I played gave me more attack. I know how the scout flies work. The first one I played gave me more attack.
Gather honey and mix it with a potion to make mega potions.
I know. The second one I played gave me more defense. What is the next one I played? And then I played one that gave me more health. And then I played one that
Those are the monsters we're after.
did two
Let's see how
things.
you hold up when you're on your own.
It made me move faster. And it also... Ow. Oh, and it also made it so that if I hit a large monster, it just kinda... Or if I hit a large monster in a bad spot,
Grab all the monster materials
it
you can.
would bounce off.
Use them at the smithy.
But the second time I used after it gave me extra movement speed, it made it so that it doesn't bounce off anymore. And now I'm just collecting some items.
Over here.
I'm just gonna activate this.
Whoops. Use whatever you can.
Ow.
Dodge their attacks. You don't want to take hits like that head on.
Keep it together, okay? Okay. Let's head home and report back to you.
And there's 7. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do this, so I can carve these guys without being attacked constantly. Because, God, it was awful trying to carve these and they all saw me. Because they just kept attacking me and I couldn't get anything. So I'll use Hunting Horn for a little while, but then I'll... And there goes my other controller. Whoops! But I'll switch over to something else after a couple of quests. Actually, no. I think I'll use Honeycorn until the end of this stream, and the next stream I'll use another weapon. I'll just do a bunch of all of the grinding for new armor and better armor and weapons when I'm not. I don't want to have you sit through all of that, so. Not that mean. That would just be very boring. Because we aren't here to watch me kill great Jagresses over and over and over again. Are we? Nah. We're here to see some Monster Hunter. Sorry, I'm sitting up. Because I was slipping out of my chair. So after I get out of 1-star quests, and I'll call it quits for now. I'm very far into my other one. Fine work taking down those Jaggers. I don't care. So there's no difference in their habitat, but their numbers are increasing, I see. It may be stating the obvious, but the Jaggers aren't the only danger lurking around these parts. We've also We've also received reports of a Kestodon herd getting out of hand. This must be all because Zorah Magdaros made landfall. It's got everything riled up.
Listen up.
Well, it's going to be your job to quiet them down. We'd like you to investigate this Kestodon herd and cull their numbers. I'm going along. We wouldn't want you to get hurt. That's the other guy talking on the right. No, I guess.
All right. Now that you've got some materials, why don't we head over to the smithy to see what you can do with them?
Who are you? And what do you want?
Oh, hello.
I was just explaining the gathering hub. Which I haven't really been to very much. So the fifth has arrived. Greetings there. I'm the airship engineer with the Second Fleet. I work on flying machines, airships, and what have you. I'm sure you're curious about why you haven't met a member of the Third yet. That's because they've all been stranded for years. It wasn't long after the scholars from the Third landed before they insisted upon crossing the Great Ravine. So they got their ship converted into an airship and off they went. It was going well until just after they'd crossed the ravine, a flying monster attacked their airship and grounded them. Sure, they were reckless to go, but seeing as I'm the man who put them in the air, I can't help but feel partly responsible for it all. Ever since then, I've been working on making a better airship, one that we could use to go rescue them. But between the New World's nasty weather and the strong winds, hurtling down the ravine, it's been one failure after another. Still, you won't catch me calling it quits. Now let's see what you have to say. Hi, look who's back with materials. Step right up and welcome to the smithy. You'll be needing my services a lot. What I do for you is simple. Whenever you go out in the field and gather materials, I turn those materials into weapons and armor. Drop by whenever you find something new and interesting. Here, I'll give you some materials as a welcome present. You can use them to upgrade your equipment. So, upgrading, I'm just going to upgrade my bagpipes. But, as you can see, it's a kind of tree thing. So you start off here, and then you can upgrade it to here. Let's watch this animation. And then you can choose to either continue on to the next one, or go down here, which I believe that's the Great Jagras, or here. So each monster has a weapon that does different things. This one gives a thunder element, which there are elemental weaknesses. This one is fire. This one's water. This one, if you hit him enough times, it has a chance to poison the monster. And this one has a chance to paralyze the monster. This one has a chance to put them to sleep. And then, if you can see over on the right side, it says under development. As you progress through the game, this tree gets a lot bigger. I don't care about upgrading my armor right now. I'm probably just going to get rid of it soon anyways, because there's some things that are better, and I don't really need this right now.
Hey there, partner.
Right, so the next thing we need to take care of are those Kestodon. The chief said he'd be tagging along with us. How about we start our search in the ancient forest and go from there? Oh, and I've got some good news. We handlers post all the leads we find up on the quest board. You can sign up for quests there too, so you don't always have to come all the way up here. But then again, you might miss out on all the eats up here.
You can pick up quests from the quest board, too.
There's one next to the armor
It
smith,
lists the same quest that I've got, so don't worry about having to check 2 places.
and there's one down by the entrance. Down there. Alright, let's
We're
go
on
do
the
it.
hunt.
Oh, here's some optional. It's just ones that you've already completed or whatnot. Oh, these are new. Except for that one. These 3 are new. Alright. Cast down Kerfuffle. Oh, might as well talk to the chef while this is loading. You interested in bulking up the canteen with more ingredients? Now that's what I'm talking about. Take care of the quest Fungal Flexin in the Ancient Forest. And that meant finish that one up and I'll be able to get my paws on the goods. Don't let me down. That one I can do offline because gather quests are very boring. I'll talk to them when I get back.
Okay, our job is to cull a certain number of Kestodon. Recently, their numbers have been getting out of hand.
Want to get going?
Oh, cool. I ate one. On accident. This is Gaston.
Ah, there we are. Those, my
These are
friend,
females.
Kestodon. Let's see you take him out on your own. Be careful.
I knocked this one out. Oh, well, I stunned him. Oh, I killed him.
Not bad.
Alright, well, there's them. I got casted on males, you can carve twice. Females, you can only carve
Let's look for
once.
another group. Be careful. The Kestodon are the least of your worries. There are a lot bigger monsters lurking in this forest.
As we
The
have met.
endemic life around here can come in handy during a hunt. Try to learn as much as you can about them. Be careful.
Aww, I bounced off of his head. Ouch. That hurt. Ouch. I stunned him. I missed him. I did the wrong song. Whoops. Ouch. Oh. I think I just whacked my cat. Woo! Let's just carve these before I miss out on them. Ouch. Oh, I got that card. So, that's all I really care about. Let's get the mail before he disappears. Okay. No! Oh, cool, I got it.
Good work. That just about wraps up our work here.
Alright.
Wait. Hey, come here. I think I found
And
something.
then, don't mind me just sharpening my bagpipe. Because that's how that works, right? That's how logic works. Just sharpen your bagpipe. What?
Here. Look at those Kestodon. Something's up with them.
Great Jaggers.
Now, now!
Gotcha! Alright, partner.
Oh,
New
wait, I didn't
assignment
pick up that
incoming.
footprint.
Take down that Great Jagras. If you're not ready, you can return to base and take on the Great Jagras quest later.
No, I'm ready.
Wanna get going?
Yeah. It depends on
If
if
you
you're
need to
asking.
call your friends for help, go to the menu and select SOS Flare to signal. And you're
I
going
might
to
use
need
that
friends when
some,
you go up
like,
against some of the
later
tougher
on.
monsters. In order for the scout flies to better track a target monster, we need to keep finding traces of it. Like footprints, for example. Good. You're turning up a lot of clues.
Did we go down here? Huh. Where am I going? Where are you leading me? I have no idea where the scout flies are leading me. Oh, oh, there he is.
We've tracked the Great Jagras enough for the scout flies to lead us to it.
Found it.
You're less likely to lose sight of a monster if you use the focus camera.
Oh, thank you for that.
Dodge their attacks. You don't want to take hits like that head on.
Hey, I got the tail. He barely missed me.
Okay, the monster's tired. Now's your chance to deal some serious damage.
I don't know whether that activated or not. I don't think it did. Rip. Alright, well, here's this. I am not even following it. I have no idea where I'm going. Ran out of stamina. I didn't run out, but I'm getting low. So. Come on, stop running.
The weapon is losing its sharpness. Create some distance to
Oh, right in the face. Ow, how did that hit me? I'm calling bullshit on that. Cat's healing me again.
Oh boy, the monster's really bad now. Be ready for some vicious attacks.
Ouch.
Monster's immobilized. Now's your chance.
Broke his face, at least.
Look, the
he
monster's
limping?
almost done for.
Oh, he's limping.
Chances are it'll retreat to its nest to recuperate.
Yeah. Alright, well, I'm just gonna take this time to sharpen my backbite. Okay, I guess not. Sorry, I was itching my ear. Ouch. I'm just gonna use one of these because I can. Where'd he go? Is he up here? He is up here. So this is his nest. If I can get up there without dying. Not dying, but getting exhausted. No, he's eating something, I think. I broke something on him. Ow. Yes, another hunter. Oh. I'm just dead. Oh, you can skip the death animation. I didn't know you could do that. Alright, so both of you look at me, and say cheese. Oh, I missed this guy. Well, let's hope he doesn't attack me. Okay, they ran. Did I just get 2 claws? Oh, I thought I got another claw. Is that shiny? No, it is not. Carve those stragglers. I think that's all I'm gonna have time to get. This is a Florida. Do that and it's those spores in the air hide you from the monsters. As if you were hiding in a bush. Except if a big monster keeps looking at you, it can't find you, regardless.
I think we got a lead.
Maybe. Let's check it out. Hey.
Pukey Pukey. It's
Well,
actually
you were
Puke
right.
Puke, but you know,
Here's our
it's all.
Something's got him agitated. Look over there. What in the heck is that? I've never seen anything like it.
You think it's from Zora Magdaros?
I'd like to find out. But we better report back first. All right?
I believe. I have no idea what I'm trying to say. HR2. Oh, earn the right to take on 2-star assignments. Let's see if Pukey Pukey isn't urgent. Because if it is, I'll do the urgent and then I'll call it quits. Because we need to get rid of him so we can look at the piece of Zora Magdaros.
I see.
So you think you found something that'll lead us to Zora Magdaros? Well, I'd send some researchers out right now, but not with a pissed off Pukey Pukey hanging around. Pukey Pukey territory. That's pretty deep in the forest. We'll be better equipped to take it on. Once our team from the resource center is done rebuilding the forest camp, once it's ready, we make our move.
Want to get going?
Until then, we do everything we can to help them get that camp up and running. Let's get to it.
Once the camp is set up, you can go after that Puke Puke.
Yeah, it's Pukey Pukey.
Wonder where the resource center is.
Let me go look at something really quick. Actually, I didn't even need to go see her. Did I? Nope. Let's see. Was that an urgent? It was not. Well, so then this isn't done yet. Or is it? You know, that was the end of 1 star, and it's been pretty long. Even for 3 quests. This is just the beginning, so things are gonna get more interesting as we go on. So let's go talk to everybody that we need to talk to, and then I'll end the stream. First, let's go talk to these 2 people. Ecological research dude.
Yes?
A hunter from the 5th, are you? Then you must have finished your first quest. This is ecological research, headed up by yours truly. Tell me, did you find any monster data out there? Tracks, gashes, that sort of thing? Data tells us a story about the monsters, an elaborate and interesting one at that. Your job in the field team is to track the monsters, collect data, and advance the study. Our job is to take that data, analyze it, and compile our findings for the commission. What we learn helps you out in the field too, so you see, we need each other. I never noticed his feet. He only has 3 toes.
I'll be here.
Drop by here any time and I'll show you what we're working on. So what is it? So, this is confusing, but as you find more monster clues that lead you to the monster out in the field, you can come back and report them to him, and in this, it'll show you different things. So, I can't look at anything for the Pukey Pukey, or the Anjanath, or Zora Magdaros. But, since I'm research level 1 with Great Jagras, I can look out what's breakable on him and what's severable. So like, some monsters, you can cut off their tails and then carve the tail, as I think you saw me do to Bareth. I don't remember if I did in the beta, and I think I did to Anjanath too. But all of the weak points are where you're going to do the most damage, and the rest you're not going to do as much, but you're still going to do quite a bit. You can also see on the right side elements he's weak to, strong to, and any ailments that he's weak to. And then there's just like a bunch of other stuff that aren't really important. Hunter, since you've established yourself as a reliable presence here, I'd like to make a little request. When investigating large monsters, you can either slay or capture them. Oh, sorry. Excuse me. Naturally, both have their scientific merits, but frankly, well, it would be better for our long-term research to receive a live specimen that we can later return to the wild. So if you capture your quarry alive, you will be commended for it and receive greater rewards. Commission rules. How about it? Capture your targets instead of slaying them, and you'll be making a great contribution to our efforts here.
Oh, you are too good to me.
Well, Fiver, is it true you're going to help us rebuild the camp? That is excellent news. I hope you're as good as they say you are. If so, we'll have plenty of work for you. After all, the Commission studies lots of things, not just the Elder Dragon you came here with. Maintaining and improving the base is a full plate of tasks in itself. You can't study anything without a proper HQ, after all. The Resource Center here is in charge of divvying up all that work and making sure it gets done. So, back to business. Your job is to establish a camp. Go on an expedition in the ancient forest, find a viable campsite, and make sure it's safe. If any monsters have decided to do any camping in your spot, you'll need to chase them off.
Don't let me down.
Got it. The bounty is for establishing the camp. So this is the Resource Center. Let me look at this. Oh, not bad. Where? Oh, I can't look at the... Never mind. Large monster hunt, small monster calling, honey, flora, research progress, ancient forest. So these just give you a bunch of research points and armor spheres for doing different tasks. And then the investigations is
Meet me at the gate.
that. Or sorry, oh, it's not in that. It's, you can do that here, but I can't do that. Anyways,
You can embark on an expedition just by heading out through the gate.
alright, so
Or you can use the world map. Whatever's easiest for you.
I'm just gonna end it here. So if anybody does watch this, thank you for watching. Just looking at my cat. And I'll be back whenever I feel like it, because I don't really have a set schedule. I just kind of stream whenever I want to. So bye bye.